Hello, teachers. This huge cell phone right here. Não dá, né? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Let me get this out of our way. Just a moment, teachers. How are you doing? How's everyone doing here? Is everyone all right? Let me see if, yeah, no, it's okay. No, it's not in front of us, right? Cool. Very, very nice. How's everyone doing? Are you all okay? We're all good here. Hi, Tati. Nice to see you here. Let me find here. Let me start on Instagram as well. Yes. Yay. Very good. Very, very good. So today, let me put the charger here so we don't have any interruptions today. How are you, teachers? Welcome to our live. Starting the week off with the best people in the world, the English teachers. Yay! How are you doing? Yay, yay, yay. Cool. Grab a seat. How's everyone doing? How's this beginning of the week? Is everyone all right? Hello, Danielle. Hi, Angelica. Hi, Fê. Cool. Good afternoon. Hello. Nice, guys. Very, very nice. Cool. Guys, on Monday, I have been watching your videos just a few days. Awesome. See? So Netflix is my competition now. Hi, hello, Liz. Lunchtime with Camila. Luane, I finished the live here and I am starving. So first thing I do right after I finish is go have lunch, right? But very soon I'm going to start eating lunch here with you guys. Because I am like, I love breakfast. It's my favorite meal. My second favorite meal is lunch. Hi, Ricardo. Welcome to our live here. Nice seeing you all. And on Monday, our live is, before we break everything here, our live is a Q&A, so questions and answers. That's when teachers send me questions beforehand or here live, right? And you can send it here on YouTube, just write on the chat. And here on Instagram, please send your questions to the question mark box you have next to the comments, so it's organized and I don't miss the questions. Okay, I don't because in the comments here on Instagram they go so fast, right? So it's very easy for me to forget something or to just not see. Hi, Renato. All right, so if you have any questions about your life, your career, your business, right, send it here. Let me just see, because I opened a question box on Instagram and it shows as well. So I suggested as a topic asking, is teaching online worth it? Hi, Vivian. Hi, Jessica. Very, very cool. Okay, I already have some questions. I'm going to start with the ones we have here, okay? But feel free to please write more questions. Let me see. First one. Guys, it's the time now in the beginning for you to invite other teachers, share this live with other friends, okay? Hi, Karini, on YouTube as well, all right? So how would you start transitioning from individual to group classes? Very, very cool question, Felipe. First, it's a very nice thing to do because it means that you already have many students, right? When do you start offering groups? First, when you want to. Second, when you already have a full schedule of one-on-one classes. And then how can you take the next step? By teaching groups instead of teaching one-on-one. Right? And the thing is, we, in our minds, we believe that it's a big thing. It's like, oh my God, I was only teaching one-on-one and now I have to start teaching groups. Everybody's gonna know. Let me tell you something. No one's watching, right? And pretty much no one cares. And many times we're like, oh, but what if I start teaching this kind of student? And then what if I want to change my niche and blah, blah, blah? Guys, just do it. Just do it. So if, Felipe, your question here is about, okay, like you think you're always offering private classes and one-on-one, and somehow you have a kind of a barrier in your mind, don't. Okay. With BTE, you learn how to price groups, how to price yourself in the Step Up Challenge next week. I'm going to talk a little bit about that too, because teaching groups is one way of growing, right? It's one way of making more money with the same time you have, but it's not a transition. You just get your schedule, you open some time in your schedule. On these days, at these times, I'm not going to teach one-on-one. I'm going to teach groups, and that's it. First, you have to make that decision for yourself, you know? So let's say you're going to open your Mondays and Wednesdays in the evening for groups only, and you only teach groups on these days. You have to make that decision. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen? The one-on-one students are going to show up, and you're going to have that time in your schedule filled in with a one-on-one class. All right. So first, decide that on your own. Open your Google Calendar, open your schedule, and decide when this group or these groups are going to happen. So first of all, remember, we always talk here about before opening the doors of your business, before opening anything, before offering anything, you have to prepare. You're not going to open your bakery if you don't have any cakes to sell. Right? If you don't have the prices, if you don't have the times when when bread is ready, right? So you have to plan beforehand. Second, if you want, then you just start talking about it. The posts you're gonna create are about classes in the group and the positive points, the benefits of studying in the group, then studying with. Hi, Salvador. How are you doing? Studying alone. So you really have to start guiding everything you say towards studying in a group. All right. So to attract more people and everyone you talk to, all the conversations you have with potential clients, you are going to offer that as a much better deal than the one-on-one classes. And how do you force people to go to your groups? You change the prices so that it's so much better to have classes in a group, financially speaking, than to have classes one-on-one. If your prices are too similar, like why, if I have never studied in a group, or if I have if I had a bad experience studying in a group, why am I going to choose that? So you see what I mean, that you have to plan beforehand. You have to decide beforehand how this is going to work, right? It's much more about how you're going to organize inside the company than outside. Once it's all established and it's clear in your mind how you're going to offer these groups, how you're going to price them, how you're going to charge them, the number of students, the days, the times, and how long each class is going to be, then it's just like the same way you talked to your one-on-one students, you're going to talk to the new clients, the new people that come talk to you, offering that. When they say, como é que funcionam as aulas com você? Você vai falar, então, eu dou aula em grupos de tantas pessoas, as aulas funcionam nesse dia, nesse horário, grupos de nível tal, para objetivo tal, because you already planned all of that in advance, right? And if a person says, mas eu queria só conversação, e a sua aula não é só conversação, você já vai saber separar quem presta e quem não presta para ser teu cliente, right? That's what I thought, Adri, that's it. We decided and put it in practice, but we have to decide beforehand. And it's not like when people come, I'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to open a group when, like, no, you have to establish that. If you think of a school, how a school works, they have the schedule. Here we have this time, and on these days we have this level, we have this group going on. And then they start to offer to the people that come asking for classes in that school. You're going to do the same. We structure the best way and just tell them. And that's what you're going to offer. And if you want to be very precise about it, if you really want to have that, you just offer that. You don't even offer the one-on-one groups, the one-on-one classes. And if they say, mas não tem particular, tem também. But it's like 3 times, the price of the group. And they're going to say, então, beleza, como é que é o grupo mesmo? All right? Okay, my people. Okay, filhotinhos. That's it. Hello, Van. All right. So transitioning that, if you're thinking though, Felipe, and that's something that many people also have questions. If you're thinking about having your one-on-one students become your groups, then you have to plan, see who can be with whom, which students. Let's say you already have 15 students and your schedule's full and you want to start opening spots, right? Think who could be studying with whom. Okay, so I have these 15 students, these five could be together, these five could be together, these five could be together, and then plan to have this conversation with each one of them, when the group's going to start, how it's going to cost, and yeah, be ready to lose one or another student that won't like it. But you also have to know that you cannot win at all times. And like, okay, it doesn't work for you anymore. All right, that's the price for the one-on-one classes. That's what I'm offering for the groups for you. I really want to continue teaching you, but I can't this way anymore, right? And be a little bit cold-blooded and brave to say, okay, if you don't want the situation you have now anymore, you have to take some risks, but measured risks, like things that not just like jump without parachutes, but having that so that you can grow. Okay, but what I see most frequently is teachers that don't even plan and they just want to students that will come and already tell them what to do, and that's not how it works. It's the other way around. Okay, you have to tell them how the group's gonna work. All right, let me see. Sueli, should I start remodeling my Instagram now before the step up challenge or wait for the tips? Sueli, you can wait. If you're already registered, okay, you can wait because it's next week. But also start following Noara, guys. I always talk about Noara Costa. I always talk about her. She is from our team. She's from BTE. She's one of the mentors there. She has been my mentoree. She is with BTE All In, so we work together all day. She's our Instagram manager, and she is a person who's a specialist of Instagram for teachers. So if you have this time this week and you don't want to wait much, follow her and you're not going to be doing anything wrong. All right. But during the step up challenge, you're going to have some insights, some ideas, and you're going to have practical things to do that will include your step up, your Instagram as well. Okay. Wait, the challenge is awesome. It really is, right, Dani? It really is. But you don't have to just sit and wait. Just start. I have many videos here and posts about it, so you can go back on the feed in IGTV and watch some things. Follow Noara, see what tips she's been giving, right? And then wait for her course, because Instagram is essential for teachers who want to build a solid career online. All right. But let's say you don't need to just sit and wait. You can start having some ideas, but more specific things that you need to do. And they will be part of the Step Up Challenge activities that you have to do from one day to the other. By the way, guys, next week when we start the Step Up Challenge, save the times for the challenge. It's going to start at 9 p.m. and we go to like 10:30 or so. So open your schedule so that you're not doing anything else during the classes in the Step Up Challenge. All right. Be sure to be doing only that. Be sure to have your phone with you. It's going to be on YouTube, so you can watch on YouTube and have your phone with you. Have a notebook so you're going to write things down, because you need to act. It's 4 days. It's like a super intensive course that you're going to, really step up. All right. So be ready for that. But very good question, Swelly. You don't have to just sit and wait, okay? Let's use this good vibe that you're in so that you can get things going. Okay. Let me see. Let me see, guys. You can send questions here on YouTube as well. Okay, I'm reading. I have the computer right behind the cell phone, so I'm watching everything. I'm watching Wazowski. Always watching. Ross from Monsters Inc. I love her voice. All right, so send questions there too if you're watching from YouTube. And here, question mark next to the comments. Como dar aula para crianças de 6 anos em inglês? Thay, primeiro de tudo, segue a Maíra, My Teacher Maíra. I think it's my.teacher.maíra, Maíra with a Y, okay? She's our specialist for teaching kids. She's an English teacher for kids. But, basically, Thay, como dar aula para crianças de 6 anos em inglês, tá? Então, vamos quebrar a primeira objeção que as pessoas têm, que a aula de criança tem que ser em português, porque senão a criança não se sente à vontade. Criança é o melhor ser humano do mundo para você dar aula, porque eles já estão acostumados a ficar desconfortáveis, a não saber das coisas, a adulto falar para eles o que é, o que não é. Eles são muito mais abertos, é muito mais fácil para uma criança olhar e falar, peraí, não entendi, deixa eu ver como é que é, do que um adulto que fica lá com 1000 coisas na cabeça. Então, em inglês. Ok? Oh, Veronica, I took the last 2 challenges and I got 10 new students just doing exactly what Cami taught us. Guys, listen to this. Listen to this. Let me see if I can... Okay, I did. All right. I wanted a print screen of that. Veronica, thanks for sharing. Just coming back, guys. Como dar aula para crianças? First of all, English. All right. Don't be that teacher that just has 1 word or 2 words or only uses like the colors you're teaching. So that it's so frustrating because it's underestimating the kid's ability to learn. Right. So teach in English all the time, 100% of your class. If not 100% of your class, 95% of your class. Simplify your language. Use like sentences like the simplest structures that you can make. Use words that sound like Portuguese, right? And be sure to know and understand how a child learns and how their brains react, what they're able to do. Don't just copy whatever you're doing to your older kids or your teenagers. All right. But if I could give you just one tip, and I see that many teachers that teach kids, they all rely too much on translation. And it's such a waste, because if you had to say which age range is the best for people to incorporate English, the simplest and the quickest way, it's when they're kids. Because kids, they still don't know what languages are, and like this language works this way, that it's just like communication, and they're going to find a way to understand and to be understood. So use this time. If you are a teacher who's teaching kids, use your classes, use the activities that you're doing so that you can speak English all the time, so that your students, they are already getting used to absorbing the language in its natural way. We should work a lot with images. That's it, guys. And all of that, images, activities, games, drills, and all of the things that you already know, simplify them. Don't expect kids to be super fast or as fast as adults, right? It's not about the book that you're teaching. It's not about the activity that you're teaching. It's about the kid. But most important thing here is treat them as people. It's not just being an entertainer. It's not being a babysitter. It's teaching them. Have a point for each class that you're preparing. Okay, today, what's the objective of today's class? Today's class, we're going to learn how to express this, how to answer this kind of thing, or how to talk about blah, 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 right? And plan your class according to that final goal. But please, please, don't underestimate. Don't underuse a kid's ability to understand and to communicate. They can, and they're much more open than anybody else, because they still don't have any traumas. They still don't have any sad stories, concerning English. And you don't want to be the one that makes them depend on translation. It's like, let's learn bola English. Like, really? Are kids dumb? Can't they just like listen to you, see a picture, and then you're talking about a ball? Do you have to say that ball is bola? Right? And that is what I see most teachers doing. For various reasons. Trust them. Trust the kids. And trust any of your students. But here we're talking about kids. They're going to surprise you. They're going to understand much more than you believe they can. All right? And as I ask them when they want to tell something, to use words in English as they know. Ontem eu fui na minha school e vi dog, and that's it, Adri. The thing is, they shouldn't be limited to use it. Let them, invent words if they want to. Let them make mistakes. It's okay. The other day, Sienna was telling us something, and Sienna's fluent. She knows English very well. But then she was trying to explain something, and then she was telling her dad that, and I was doing this, and it braked. Right? We didn't stop everything and say, look, break is not a regular verb. So in the past, it's like, really? So you broke it? But how did you break it? How? And you broke it, and then immediately she said, yeah, I broke it. She just got it, that we didn't repeat braked as she said. We didn't have to stop and teach that. But at the same time, to say, ay, quebró, we didn't say that. Do the same thing. And so Ellen is saying, my 2-year-old kid can answer questions I ask her in English. There you go. There you go. All right. Thank you so much for sharing here, Adri and Swellen. Very, very cool. Let me see. More questions. What do you think of using course books and on an online course? Hi, Fabio. How are you doing, by the way? I think it's okay. I think that a teacher can choose to use a book to teach, right? It's an option. I personally don't need books anymore, and when I'm teaching, my goodness, I'm eating air here. When I'm teaching private classes, one-on-one classes, I think it's the chance we have to really design a course that's 100% contextualized to what our students need. Why do people want private classes? More people saying the 5-year-old does the same thing too. Why do people want private classes? Why are you going to recommend private classes to a student? Because they need different, special attention. Because somehow, whatever kind of English or whatever development they're looking for, whatever goal they have, is so specific that in a group, somehow that wouldn't be 100% there, right? So that is why we charge more for one-on-one classes. That is why our groups can never have the same price as a one-on-one class. That is why a private class should never be the same price as a school where you have classes in a group. Why? Because I am going to prepare a class that is perfectly designed for you. That is how I see a private class. Okay, and it's not just like, okay, instead of doing the book activities, following this book here in a group, I'll do this book here just with you. What is the point? What is the point? First, I believe group classes are way better than, because what is the point of learning English? Communicating, right? So you're going to communicate just with me? I already know how to do it. I already have trained ears to understand what you're saying, even though you're going to make a lot of mistakes. But when you are in a group, then you have to really train your ears to understand what everybody's saying and to make yourself understood to people who don't know English as well. So that is my whole point of, okay, do you really need a private time with me? Do you really need a private class? And if a person doesn't need that, but they want it so much, then they're going to pay for it. Okay, so the point is, if a person is having classes with you online or face-to-face, I believe you should design it for the person. It should be all about what the person needs. You can use a book if you prefer, if you feel more comfortable, if the person agrees, thinks about it as a positive thing, you can use a book, but you should never use only the book. But then you create another problem. If you ask a person to buy a book because you're not going to download an illegal version of the book, you are not going to send an illegal PDF to that student because that is wrong, right? The thing is, the person is going to expect to use the entire book, right? Maybe if you skip one or another activity, that's okay. But if maybe they bought a book and all of these books are the good ones, like from Cambridge, they're like 200, 300 reais. They're very expensive. And then they see that page after page, there are many things that you didn't do because you found something else. They're going to say, well, but why? Why did we buy the book if you're not going to use the book? Right? So that's a problem I see. But okay, the person just wants whatever kind of image there, and you believe that that book's going to be okay. Excellent. Be sure to include things that are about the student. So using a book's not a sin, is not a problem, right? You can. But Camila, I'm still not comfortable. I still haven't taken your course, so I don't know how to build an entire course myself. I don't know how to create my own material. No problem. Get a book, get the best book you can, the best book that goes with what that person wants, all right? But start little by little creating your own thing and start saving these activities. So instead of using that thing in the book, we're going to use this that is more related to what you need. Instead of using that thing in the book, or we're going to use that plus the thing I created. And that is how you start to build your own thing and learn. Because if you have been teaching for a couple of years, right? And many teachers have been teaching for 5 years, 4, 3, using books. You already know how a book works. You already know the sequence. You already know, like, okay, first they do this, they always have that, blah, blah, blah. All you have to do is to kind of have that kind of structure in your mind and create your own, with your own examples, with your own things, with your own images, with your own approach. All right? So summing up, I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's a sin. I think it's a problem if you only use a book and your class becomes a book activity time. They're like, okay, today page 5, tomorrow page 6. Why? Then I don't see a point, and then I think you are wasting precious time with this one-on-one student. Okay? All right. Guys, please send your questions to the question. As I saw the chat was going up here, the comments were going up. I didn't read everything, right? Actually, when I was speaking here, I was focused on what I was saying. So if there was a kind of question, if there was a question, please send it to the question mark next to the comments so I can see that. Let's see. Quem eu sigo para dicas de ensino para adulto? Maísa, dicas de ensino para adulto. Segue a gente. Segue eu. Fernanda Roche. Ariel Ciccone. Quem mais da mentoria que dá aula para adulto? Não é dica de ensino, tem assim, assuntos que são relevantes para adulto. A Fernanda Canevera, o Gustavo Branco, a Priscila Avelino, quem mais da mentoria? A Mel Marques, a Thaís Costa, praticamente, assim, a maioria dos teachers lá na mentoria dão aula para adulto, ok? Mas dica de ensino, Maísa, fica bem esperta, porque, assim, se você segue muita gente, você vai ficar usando metodologias muito diferentes, métodos muito diferentes, sem você aprender, assim, tá, adulto, como que pode ser? Não existe um jeito só de dar aula para adulto. Se você quer dica de ensino, é uma coisa. Se você quer dica de atividade, aí entra num milhão de sites que tem aí para você se inspirar com as atividades. O cuidado que a gente tem que ter, toda vez que a gente vai ver dica de alguém, é assim, o que te faz acreditar que aquela pessoa sabe mais sobre o seu aluno do que você? You know what I mean? You're like, okay, I'm gonna, Luane teaches adults. Ok, so, a Mel tá aqui, inglês com Mel, Luane. Deixa eu ver quem mais, tem mais alguém aqui no chat, que eu lembrei os nomes de cabeça, gente. Mas a galera aí da mentoria, só ver quem sempre tá lá, comentando, fazendo bagunça nos posts, que é o povo quem eu sempre reposto nos stories, ok? Mas dica de ensino, fica muito esperta, muito, muito esperta, porque às vezes assim, isso aqui funciona com adulto, mas funciona com o seu adulto? A Vânia também. Aí, gente, pronto, o povo já tá aparecendo. Very good, guys. Be careful, because many times you're going to have people who talk about teaching thinking of their students. But if you, Maísa, have your niche and your persona very well established, a gente adora uma bagunça. E como, né, Mel? E como? Somos dessa, né? Sou assim. Só veja assim, todo esse pessoal da mentoria que você vai seguir aqui, tá todo mundo ligado no que faz adulto turbinar e o que faz adulto bloquear. Então, segue elas tranquilas, que elas estão super por dentro, tá? Essas que eu falei, essas que estão aqui, se alguém esquecer, já bota a mensagem, gente. Porque elas estão na BT, então elas já estão ligadas nos esquemas. Elas não estão mais perdidinhas só nas English Tips, ok? Mas, se você for seguir um perfil maior de alguém, assim, que você acha massa, do Breasties, ou de alguém, assim, veja se o tipo do cliente ideal dessa pessoa é o mesmo do teu. Para você não ficar, tipo, só porque fulano é famoso, ele acha que dá certo. Não é isso. Você tem que conhecer o teu cliente, você tem que conhecer o teu aluno, você tem que saber que, para esse meu público, geralmente é essa barreira que eles têm. Para esse meu público, essa dica que eu dou, essa virada de chave que eu dou, muda tudo. Tá? Então, assim, em vez de ficar, eu entendo que é legal a gente se inspirar, é bacana a gente olhar o que o povo está fazendo, gente legal, só que invista em você conhecer bem os teus alunos. Em você conhecer muito bem quem você dá aula, os alunos que você tem, o que funciona, o que não funciona, o que rola, o que não rola, para você começar a escrever. E não fica só aqui, porque aqui a gente esquece, tá? Escreve, fiz tal coisa, funcionou. Fulano fez, testei atividade que a teacher tal recomendou, funcionou. Nossa, funcionou nada a ver, vou testar de novo de outro jeito. Vai fazendo o teu portfólio, ok? All right, let me see. What do you think about the people who teach English without graduation? Thais, I think it doesn't mean a thing. I don't think that a certificate says anything about your capacity, your skills, your ability, your talent as a teacher. Right? I've been promising, right, to do a live about it. I am going to take one, a special one, just to talk about it. But I don't think, Thais, that it's a proof that you're worth anything, that you're good, that your classes have quality. We're going to have examples of all kinds. We're going to have teachers who graduated in languages, who did pedagogy, who took CELTA, who lived abroad, who are awesome teachers, who are amazing, like who took the CPE and IELTS and TKT and all of these things, and they're going to be awesome. They're going to rock this English teaching world. All right. But at the same time, you're going to have people who have a diploma and don't teach well, don't know English well, don't know anything else about teaching. Never, they took a very simple course. And it's not just about the university they chose, it's just the way they took the course, how they absorbed and applied everything. So I believe it's always good for teachers to take courses, to invest in their development. I think it's great when teachers understand that their English has to be excellent, and they take upgrade with us. That even though they've been teaching for a long time, they take pro, so that they can reanalyze and learn more about how they teach. When teachers said, you know what, I've been teaching for so long, now I'm going to take letras. Fine, go do it. It's always going to add, but it's only going to add to teachers that have a certain set of skills that is not taught in any of these courses. A certain, like a number of teachers, a certain group of teachers that understand what their purpose is, what their mission is. So for me, if you tell me all the qualifications you have, I'm going to say, wow, this person has invested a lot of time and money on that. Let me see. And I've seen all kinds of teachers, all kinds of teachers that brag about all of the certifications they have, and it's not good. And not just here as a mentor, but as a school coordinator who had to hire teachers for so many years, as a teacher trainer who had to train teachers, evaluate them, help them improve, and then in the end of the training, help the school decide who was going to be in, who was going to be out. There were native speakers that knew nothing about teaching. So, native speakers, they're better. It was always harder to hire native speakers, always harder, because somehow, they believed that their English was excellent, so there was nothing else they needed to know, right? And there's a big difference in knowing English and knowing how to teach. We have to have both. So a diploma doesn't mean anything if you don't have other skills that are much more important than just the qualifications. And there is no way in the world, even CELTA, guys, even Delta TKT, that they can, prove that you're good. They can prove that you know the basics, that you know a structure, that you know, like say, a simple, general, generic way of teaching that will work with biggest part of a population, right? But I wouldn't suffer a lot. I would include that in my list of things to do. Okay, I'm a teacher, that's my job, that's my career. Next year, I'm going to spend a year abroad and I'm going to take the whatever. Cool, go do it. It's going to add so much to you, not for the certificate, but for who you become along the way. The kind of teacher you're developing into. So don't be fooled, guys. Don't be fooled by, a Cambridge blah blah blah, or with experience abroad. How many teachers do we know who lived years abroad and don't have excellent English, that teach things that are wrong? Because when they were living there, they didn't study the language, they didn't master. They knew English well enough to live there, to survive there, to have a life there, to have a job there. So it's not, does it add? Of course it does. If you lived abroad, amazing. That's going to be a lot better for you if you know how to use this experience that you had. Just being there means nothing. Just having a certificate means nothing. Okay? Cool. Leon says, I agree 100%. Excellent, guys. That's it. That's what I think about it. All right? Let me see, Débora here. Pensando em abrir uma segunda conta para English Teaching, porque a atual é mais espiritualidade. De Instagram, Débora? Acho que é disso que você está falando, né? Camila has a great course called BTE. That's it, Celeste. That's it. Thank you. Fluency is not accuracy. Well, but let's have a whole live about it, guys. It's a very good topic. Débora, eu tô entendendo que é Instagram, né? Que você tá falando para abrir uma segunda conta. Primeiro, não precisa, tá? A não ser que você queira continuar com a sua conta de espiritualidade, você vai falar disso e é um assunto que você gosta e não tem nada a ver com dar aula. Se você quer seguir com esse negócio de espiritualidade, beleza. Só que, presta atenção, hashtag presta atenção, filhotinhos de ganso, prestem atenção na tia Camila. Neste perfil de espiritualidade, tem pessoas que poderiam ser seus clientes? O seu cliente ideal pode estar lá? Tem pessoas que te conhecem, confiam em você, sabem que você é uma pessoa legal, uma pessoa empenhada, uma pessoa esforçada, que você até sabe inglês, eles já sabem disso. Tem gente assim lá? Tem um tanto de gente assim? Se tiver, e se você quiser fazer a transição no mesmo perfil, eu acho mais legal. Ok? Mas o que o povo vai falar? Sei lá, não interessa o que eles vão falar. Quem não quiser seguir você vai embora. Quem falar, olha que massa, a Débora aqui, ó, que legal, ela vai dar aula de inglês, inclusive com um tom de espiritualidade bem bacana. O povo vai ficar. E você começa a postar dos outros assuntos. Simples assim. Simples assim. Entendeu? Então pensa, a não ser que você tenha um perfil super específico, sei lá, você ensinava mães a amamentar. Né? Ainda assim, essas mães que vão amamentar têm muita mãe que precisa de inglês. Mas se, sei lá, você acha que vai ser muito nada a ver, comece uma conta nova, gente, porque começar a conta nova é difícil. É difícil, não é fácil, não. Tá? Pode ser eu hoje, pensando no que eu já fiz da vida, Mudei o meu perfil pessoal para profissional, está funcionando bem. Ó, a Mel tá falando que já deu certo, tá? Could not find BT on the internet. Could you give me the link? Grupo Anglicos, você está na BT. Camila Tucunduva é BT, amor. Estou aqui, ó. Prazer. Nice meeting you. Ok? Estamos aqui. Entra no link que tem na bio e ouve a tia Camila aqui, que você já está dentro. Alright? Então, é o seguinte, eu acho melhor você pensar se o teu povo ali tem gente para isso, tá? Na maioria das vezes vai ter muita gente que encontra. E começa agora mesmo, agora, nesse minuto, o próximo post já falar de inglês. Tá? E como você é uma pessoa espiritualizada, junta a fome com a vontade de comer. Vai ser lindo, porque quem já curtiu você espiritualizada vai amar fazer aula de inglês com essa puxada. Ok? All right. Google best teacher ever with teacher Camila Tucunduva. You should be able to find it. Guys, it's here, right? It's here. BT is here. I am BT. BT is me. Talvez deletar alguns posts e adicionar os mais direcionados. O que acha? Sueli, nem precisa se não quiser. Pode fazer uma limpa depois. Tá? Assim, coisas que vão ser muito fodas. Mas se você postou coisa em inglês espiritualizada, manda ver. Alright? I decided to start a new account, but I don't know exactly what to post. Vanessa, there are some videos where I talk about things to post. I think yesterday I posted one, but there are many about things to post. Okay? But guys, it doesn't matter. You don't have to get everything right from day one. Just start talking about it. Just start changing the photo. Maybe you don't have a photo of your chakras anymore. You know, you can just have a photo of yourself and then start changing that to the English thing, change the bio, and that's okay. People who already like you, people who already feel inspired by you, they're going to say, wow, so you're not doing that anymore. Say no. But make posts about it, make stories about it, saying why you're changing and who you help now. All right, because sometimes we already have people that could be our clients there. And we don't necessarily have to change everything, okay? Camila, just to tell you, one new student. Yay, Liz! I told you. Excellent. Congratulations. Oh, Liz is with BT. This is the kind of conversation we have, right? Let me see, Carmelita. Instagram account, commercial or content creator? Carmelita, for you to start, go to content creator, right? You're going to be able to use more things from Instagram, like music, you know, and some other things like that. The commercial account, the kind of account that is commercial, is better when you start sponsoring posts because it has better filters for the kind of posts that you want, the kind of audiences that you want to have. That's the only difference, right? The commercial doesn't have all the features. For example, you cannot use music in a commercial account. But if you're starting and you're not going to start sponsoring, like boosting posts with money, then use the content creator. Again, follow Nuara Costa. She's going to help you with that. Okay? She's going to explain in more detail which one to do. All right. What else? Let me see. What do you think? Hello, Jaciara. What do you think about teachers who offer English classes in Portuguese or only English, basic? Deixa eu ver aqui, Jaciara, só tiquinho. What do you think about teachers who offer English classes in Portuguese? Boa, por mim. Eu vou responder do jeito que eu achei que você perguntou, tá, Jaciara? Let me tell you here. Or only English, basic. All right. Listen, when you are teaching and when you are, is different from when you are advertising. Okay? Let's understand these two. Grupo Anglicos, eu já respondo para você, Ana. All right. When you're teaching, decide the approach you're going to have, the methodology you're going to use, okay? I am a teacher, and the course that we offer, yes, Grupo Anglicos, ensinar professores como dar aula, sim, temos o curso Pro, que a gente vai abrir vaga logo depois a gente abrir a vaga nova da BT. We believe that if you're there to learn English, you're supposed to study English from English, through English, right? There are a million ways to make it work. This is your class. When you are advertising, when you are talking about what you do, when you are doing marketing, when you are attracting people to your classes, then you can use Portuguese or English, it doesn't matter. However, Portuguese, if you're talking to Brazilians, is the language that talks to their emotions. If your students are basic and they don't know English, why are you going to advertise anything in English? They're not going to understand, right? And also, if you offer classes, but you teach English through Portuguese, then já perdeu 500 pontos no meu conceito do que é um professor bom, tá? I know there are different methodologies. However, it makes no sense to me that a person takes basketball classes but uses a volleyball ball or uses a volleyball court. I'm there to learn basketball, so let's practice basketball. Let's talk basketball. That's what I believe, and that's what the best teachers ever that teach you with me and how to teach with Pro, the course we have that is a teacher training course. Ariel's here, right? That is what I believe. But when you're advertising, then it's a whole new game. Just for you to have an idea, Jaciara, I am an English teacher. My clients are English teachers. We make posts in Portuguese. We make like 50-50. Why? Because sometimes, in order to call people's attention, to get to their emotion, I have to use their mother tongue. Otherwise, it won't hit the same way. All right, so there are two different objectives that we have when we're posting something, when we're advertising, when we're offering classes. Are you teaching or are you advertising? Choose that. And if you're teaching, if your goal, if your target client or your ideal client is basic students, you're going to use very simple English when you advertise in English, when you post about English. The English tips have to be super basic, because if you start explaining technical things and super specialized things about English, oh, povo corre. All right. So that's something you have to keep in mind. Let me just see some. It's up to them, whatever they want to teach. It's their profile and their goals. I just wish they stayed in the beginning, that they do their lives, that will speak or talk in Portuguese, just to notify the audience. I don't even think that's it, Leon. Nobody has to be anywhere. You can just close the live and leave, you know? I asked this because I see lots of online courses with grammar explanation in Portuguese. Jaciara, I don't like it. I personally don't think it's necessary. All right. And if you join our course, Pro, the teacher training course that I created with my mentors, you're going to see ways to teach. You're going to learn without using Portuguese. Okay. For me and for my team, we believe that's the most effective way. However, we know that there are different methodologies. We know that there are different methods and approaches, right? You have to know what you're doing. You cannot do it because it's the easy way out, because it's easier, because you don't know better. That's the point. You know, if you say, no, I really want to teach English through Portuguese because that is the thing that I believe, that is the thing that I studied, and I have proof that my students learn this way. Okay, vai, se joga, vai ser feliz. Vai com tudo. Okay? That's not the way, oh, Ariel is here. That's not the way that Ariel, Fernanda, Nuara, Maíra, and I work. Right? So it's up to you, as long as you know what you're doing and you're not just like guessing. All right? I love your live. I always learn something new from them. Cool, Andresa. Nice to know. Very nice to know. Giselle said I don't like either, because sometimes some teachers will speak in Portuguese in the beginning, then change to English in the middle of, so what? You know, a live é minha, eu faço o que eu quiser. right? And the thing is, if you want to mix it and do part of it, it's all right. Your audience will understand that you change it all the time. You don't have to say, guys, today only English, guys, today just Portuguese. You don't have to, right? In a class, I think it's fair to your client to explain. Like, guys, look, for BT, for example, some people ask me, is BT in English or in Portuguese? It's 98% in English. Why? Because we have some bonus master classes with specialists that don't speak English, like Rosana Rocco. A Rô, eu queimei a Rô. A Rô sabe inglês que ela tem vergonha de falar para o povo, tá? Rosana Rocco é a nossa especialista de finanças, de investimento. Ela tem uma masterclass com a gente acabou de marcar mais uma, e ela faz a master em português. So, you're going to join BTE, the course is all in English, the sessions are in English, the groups are in English, right? But yes, you're going to have, actually, I think 8 master classes about various topics that are with specialists. I'm not an investment specialist, but I know a person who is. I invited her to give a class to my teachers, and it's in Portuguese, so that's it. That's it. But it's in my class. It's not when I'm here open, like it's a free live that I'm giving 1 hour of my time. Eu faço o que eu quiser. You know what I mean? So that's something you don't need to worry. You know, your audience is going to understand how you operate. Let me see. Eu tenho que sempre deixar uma lição com os alunos. Luan, deixa eu só ver se não tem outras perguntas aqui antes, tá? I do it all in English, sometimes to make it better, explain in Portuguese, so they go, I got it. Adri, debatable, okay? Debatable. Hi, Camila. I'm here one more time to annoy you. My question is, I've been taking too long preparing classes. Would BTE help me? Carol, é isso, tá? Para preparar a aula rápida pro, não é BTE. BTE é para você ficar rica, ganhar dinheiro. All right? Like to stay for the English, so go for it. Negotiate meanings, gestures, images, these things help. But just for the first time, later back to English, it works really well. So if it's working for you, Adri, keep on. Leve a mim, eu faço o que eu quiser. E não é, gente. BT is about positioning yourself. Thank you, Ismael. Pro is about awesome. See, guys, so I already have my teachers that tell everything that I need to do. Cool. All right, let me see here, guys. Send the questions to the question box, right? So I'm going to follow this order because they sent the question first, all right? Do you suggest any online English phonetics course? Rafa, upgrade. We have a course of English for English teachers, and we have an entire module about pronunciation. Okay? Upgrade, we usually offer with BTE or right after BTE, and we have an entire module about pronunciation. Ok? So, cola na gente. Quero ficar rica. Então, Vanessa, this is the place. All right? Excellent, Ariel. Thank you. That's it. Let me see, guys. Let me see. Let me follow the questions here. O que você acha desse boom de aulas online de cursos de inglês famosos a R$100 por mês? Liz, eu acho que o mercado está aí para a gente aparecer. Eu acho que bom que tem um monte de gente dando aula, aumenta o interesse das pessoas, né? As pessoas podem escolher mais, acaba filtrando, porque tem gente que vai comprar curso de inglês de R$100 por mês, beleza. Não é o que eu ensino os teachers da BT a fazer, tá? Porque curso gravado, coisa assim, até ainda assim, tipo, meu, R$100, você imagina já o tipo da pessoa que vai entrar, né? Assim, tem gente que não consegue bancar mais que isso é um outro esquema. Mas quando você agrega valor, quando você tem resultado, quando você super trabalhou na tua carreira, cobrar só isso, eu acho complicado, tá? Embora pode ser uma estratégia de marketing, e tudo bem, tá? Eu acho que vale a gente mostrar qualidade, sempre, né? Como em tudo na vida, Liz, tem profissional bom e profissional bosta, tá? Tem médico bom, tem médico bosta, tem dentista bom, dentista bosta, tem personal trainer bom, personal trainer bosta, tem nutricionista bom, nutricionista bosta, né? Então, assim, você vai olhando e você escolhe. A pessoa tem que ter critério, saber o que ela é, por isso que todo empenho, tudo que você vai fazer com Best Teacher Ever não é para você mirar baixo, é para mirar alto. Ok? Se fizer parte da sua estratégia cobrar esse valor, legal, mas você tem uma estratégia, você tem um público que você atende. Aí tudo bem. Aí beleza. Agora cobrar isso porque você já acha que ninguém tem dinheiro, porque você já acha que as coisas que você faz são ruins, aí a gente começou no assunto com o pé errado. Ok? Do you think CELTA is worth taking? I do, Mel, as well as Pro, right? And by the way, people have been comparing that and saying it's even better. But yeah, of course, Mel, of course, go do it. You know, put that in your list of things to do. Put that in your list of things to do. Why is the CELTA good, guys? If you want to teach abroad, if you want to have a career abroad, you will need a CELTA. All right? So be sure. Why do you want to take it? Okay, because I want to improve. I want to learn from other perspectives. Cool. And I want to have a career abroad. Go take the CELTA. Right? It's a wonderful course. I love it. I think it's great. Okay, again, that certificate doesn't mean anything. You become while you're taking the course, that's what counts. All right? One more, guys. One more. Let me see. Can we take BT and Pro at the same time? We will have this option, yes. And many teachers are doing that, Swelling. Many teachers are taking BTE, Pro, Upgrade, and Show Up all together. Because BTE is 6 months, but all the other courses are 1 year. So you have a long time to do everything. And why did we create all of these courses? Because all of these things are necessary for teachers to become the best teachers ever. So choose what you need. Oh, but I need these two. Go take both. And let me tell you something. Once you join BTE, you have discounts for the other courses too. All right. So that's why many teachers are taking everything. They didn't miss the chance, of getting the benefits. Good to know, because I don't want to work abroad. So, Swelling, maybe, it's not just for that. You're going to learn a lot, but if you have a plan to live abroad and work abroad, then you need it. Okay. Let me see. I started on Instagram and I feel I still don't have a niche. Adult women building career can be. It's a good beginning, just said. It's a good beginning, right? You already told me you are with the Step Up Challenge, right? You have registered. We're going to talk about that. Okay, we're going to talk about that. But it's a very good beginning. Adult women, right? Professionals building a career. Awesome. There are more that you can, dive in, but it's a great beginning. It's a very good one. You won't regret it about taking BT and consequently Pro. Oh, Ismael, tá lá. It's so much growth involved, personal development, and so far. I'm BT Group 4. As soon as possible, I'm going to take BT. And that is a strategy, right, Ismael? Like, I'm going to start with this one, and then I'm going to take this other one. Plan your career, guys. Plan what you're going to do. Plan your steps. Plan what's necessary now. Some teachers are going to say, no, I need money first thing. So, BT. And then with that money, you can start investing more things. Pro is awesome. All one it on Pro. All right. BT's best teacher ever, our mentoring program, Adri. Okay, it's a program for you to have a full schedule and to triple your income to make money as an English teacher. I may be by será, Ariel, será, but you love Pro. Is there a short version of the BTE course? No, Consuelo. No. BTE não é dica de bolo, okay? BTE is a mentoring program to make you be like go big in this world of English teaching. All right? The Step Up Challenge is the beginning. It's the beginning of the mentoring program. If you want to continue with me, then you join BTE. If you say, ai, não deu, tô com medo, caguei nas calças, vou amorelar, then you don't. Okay? I have no idea how to plan myself. Adriane Loren, mulher, you need BTE ontem. No plan, no future. No plan, no future. Can you tell us the price for BT? On the last day of the Step Up Challenge. Okay? You have all the idea in the world. You'll be able to ask everything. All right? Step up challenge, my babies. Okay? Follow the challenge. See it for yourself. Because it's not about the price, it's about you, how you are going to make it work in your life. You have to see, cara, eu vou, entrei, tô comprometido, vou fazer acontecer. Quem faz meu ROI sou eu. Ok? Que não é milagre. Tia Camila não é milagreira, não sou bruxa, não sou feiticeira, não sou nada disso. Eu vou te ensinar o que fazer. And the Step Up Challenge, it's 4 days. Se você não dá conta de seguir 4 dias, você não vai dar conta da BTI. It's a trial version for you and for me. The Step Challenge is going to blow your minds. And it's a thing, like, 4 dias nem consegui muita coisa, perdi. Ficou enrolando, não conseguiu juntar 4 dias, imagina 6 meses. Né? You're already there. Excellent, Swellen. That's awesome. Make a point. Have a commitment with yourself. Not with me, with yourself. That's what the Step Up Challenge is about. It's like a filter. Quem fica? Quem fica? You know, ó, quem não tem substância, quem não tem essência, vai embora. Quem fica é quem vale mesmo, quem vai dar certo. Quem vai funcionar. Ai, passei. Ai, muito difícil. Não é pra mim. Não sei o quê. Não gostei da Camila. Não gostei do que. Então, tá bom. Vai achar outra coisa. Gostei, fiquei. Beleza, vamos junto. I decided I'm going to quit and focus on it. Awesome. Amazing. It is going to work, period. Why? Because you decided it's going to work, Swellen. That's it. That is the answer, guys. It's not like me, Camila, do you think it's going to work? I don't know. Do you think it's going to work? Are you going to make it work? I know that the methodology I teach works. Many teachers, one more student, 5 more students, everybody's saying things. So it works. I know it works. It worked for myself and it works for all the teachers. Now, do you know that it's going to work? Are you going to make it work? Or you're going to just like be there, like esperando milagre, em busca de milagre, né? I've taken Step Up Challenge twice. May I take it again as many times as you want, Andressa? And this one's going to be a different one. I'm changing the whole structure, okay? There are a lot to do, but if you do it, it makes a difference. Big difference. That's it. All right? Teachers, thank you so much for being here today. Many good questions, many good questions. Excellent. It's nice to see that you're thinking about yourself, you're thinking about your businesses. I love to hear teachers who are concerned about a better life for themselves, for their families, for their students. Okay, I've been doing lives every day at noon. Tomorrow I'm going to have a special guest, a very special guest in the live here. So set your alarm for noon so that we can talk. All right, share this, send it to other teachers that needed to hear the things that we discussed here together. All right, and register for the Step Up Challenge. The link is in the bio here for our profile. It's free. The Step Up Challenge is a mini course for you to see what you can do within 4 days. And by doing that, you're going to be able to measure what you can accomplish in 6 months. All right, so it is a course, it is a content course. You're going to learn things, you're going to have things to do, and you're going to start seeing the difference. In 4 days, you're going to start seeing results. If you want to have even more results, then you continue with me. Okay, but anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Liz. Bye, everyone. Take care. Have a wonderful Monday. Talk to you tomorrow. Okay? Beijos. Bye-bye. Bye, people. YouTube. Thank you for staying here today. Have a wonderful day. Beijo, beijo.